The street leading to the White House has been renamed Black Lives Matter Plaza, a moment to be remembered for many Americans. Also attracting visitors, the fence surrounding the White House, which has been covered with messages of support, calls for change and tributes to those who've lost their lives. For mother and daughter Angela and Dara Johnson, the visit saw them recall their own experiences of racism and inequality.
I've had issues like most of us live with, most Black Americans live with, going to the store being followed. I was pulled over by a police officer once, and I said, "Why are you pulling me over?" And he said, "You rolled through that stop sign." I said, "No, I didn't. You thought I was a guy because my hair was cut off."
I went to majority all-white elementary school, and the teachers didn't believe that I could have lived in the neighborhood to go to that school. So they used to put me aside and ask me questions like, "Where do you really live?" or "How did you get here?"
Trey Morgan and Deshaun Collington are expecting their first child next month. They came to take photos to show their son when he's older and hope his experiences will be different from their own.
I've been to multiple stores, multiple shops, multiple locations anywhere. I just get stereotyped as soon as I get there. So especially the way I dress, maybe my hair, especially the color of my skin.
A 20-minute drive from the White House is the southeast district of Washington, D.C., where you'll find many predominantly African-American communities and some of the poorest and most disadvantaged neighborhoods in the U.S.
The systemic racism drives, honestly, where we put our money. And there's a lot of talk about supporting communities of color, but there's not a lot of walk.
In recent months, the COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the racial divide.
African-American populations across the US have been disproportionately affected by the coronavirus because of less access to healthcare, more people with underlying health conditions, and more people employed in essential jobs who haven't been able to work from home. The fences and barricades that surround the White House will soon be gone, but the barriers to equality felt by so many Americans will be much harder to remove. Brian O'Donovan, RTE News, Washington.